So the fact that you are now messaging Zachary Michael, again, it's always Amberlynn messaging us. It's never the other way around. You know what I mean? It's never people reaching out to Amberlynn. It's always notice that. Notice that. I just want to make note of that because, I mean, the first time that Amberlynn ever had correspondence with me personally, it was her DMing me. It was her paying for my cell phone number and my address and my family's information.
Did not shower.
Hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video,
Amberlynn did not shower.
For the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing, you heard it here last in Fair Verona, where we lay our scene. We have some very interesting drama with my favorite YouTuber, Amberlynn Reid. She is the most popular girl in school, and talking about her drama makes me feel like a girl of 2018 again. Not really. Well, I would say like 2021. Anyway, so how are you doing? Are you ready for the drama? It's always amazing when you start a video and you think it's gonna not get any worse, but deep down inside, we all know it's getting worse. By the way, if you're currently sleeping, I see you over there. Wake up. It's time to watch this video. You went to this video while you were asleep. I'm going to be taking notes on it. There will be a quiz. Not really. I don't do quizzes because, honestly, I don't care. All right. So my favorite, most entertaining, riveting YouTuber, Amberlynn Reid, is just causing massive drama. I just love me some Amberlynn. I'd like to have a moment of silence for the drama and Amberlynn Reid. All right, let's not have a moment. It's over. It never happened. All right, so we're going to talk about all the drama. My name isn't Bob Wilbur. None of those are my names. By the way, have you ever seen a Kermit? You seen a Kermit in my video? You're like, I would like to purchase a Kermit like this. Maybe a little evil one. All right, here is my affiliate link to actually purchase an evil Kermit. If you would like to use it, if you go to it, it is my affiliate link. Please let me know when, like, your Kermit ships or, like, you get your Kermit, because I'd love to hear about it. All right, so we're going to get into all the drama. If you could not tell already from this ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take anything I say seriously. I'm sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information. I base my opinions on this information that's made public by public figures first. Please don't go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Please don't do that. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's talk about all the new signs we have that there is something going on where we've talked about this before. Amberlynn is clearly happier in Oklahoma, in my opinion, and in her audience's opinion, than with her girlfriend in Wisconsin. But let's talk about the new signs. What is new that is happening? Little Easter eggs, things that are not blatantly obvious, but signs that there's trouble in Kermit Paradise. Or basically, I believe that this relationship will not last for obvious reasons, but deeper than that, there's things that Amber is doing that if you just glance at it like very fast, you may not recognize it right away. But let's take a look at new signs of the impending potential breakup, in my opinion. So this one is beyond obvious, and I just want to make this very, very, very clear.
Amberlynn did not shower.
Okay, so what I'm about to say is definitely from her perspective. It's my opinion on her perspective, but what I'm saying is what she has extensively talked about, okay, as far as her nails are concerned. So she has made various statements saying what I'm about to tell you. I know that you can definitely have nails while in a relationship. I am very well aware of that, so you definitely don't need to tell me that. I know. Her perspective is she cannot have nails when she's in a relationship. Yeah. Put some more onions in your chili, Amberlynn. Yeah. Doubt it's pineapples, but okay. Has anyone ever had pineapple chili? Leave it in the dislikes down below. My point here is this. She ran to get her nails done pretty much as soon as she got home. And it wasn't just that she ran to get her nails done. It was that she got them longer than she's ever had them before. If you notice nail length, and I do because I like nails, she always had a shorter nail length. All of a sudden, she gets a very, very larger nail length. What she has said in the past is, I cannot have nails when I'm in a relationship. Fine. Whatever. That's her perspective. That's her prerogative. It's giving the same energy as, those guys in high school that are bragging about doing things that they never did. I think this is one of these situations where she's not involved the way that she claims that she is, but that's a whole other story. My point here is this. If she had serious intentions based on her opinions that she cannot have nails in a relationship, If she had serious intentions of seeing Tommy soon, she probably wouldn't have ran to get her nails done. Just think about it. By the way, it's not lost on me that I've been telling her for a long time on my channel that I think she should get green nails, and she did get green nails. Of course, Amberlynn doesn't watch reaction channels or YouTube. Of course not. Moving right along. This is not a big deal, this thing with the nails. Her ideas about it, it's totally irrelevant to me. But the point is, she must believe that she won't see Tommy for a long time in order to get the nails. By the way, I'm sure somebody's about to say this, that you can get your nails taken off like in 2 weeks. I understand that. But this person is very clear where they stand. She has extensively said that she will not have nails in a relationship. It's obvious that at the very least, she's not planning to see Tommy for a longer amount of time. And why is that? The relationship, in my opinion, is slowly crumbling. I think deep down inside, Amber knows the tea. And by the time that she admits the tea, it will become too late. Why is it so important for her to immediately run and do her nails when she gets back to Oklahoma? As if she's been wanting to do her nails, as if this is really, really vital and important. My point here is this. If she was truly thinking of herself, like she always equates not having nails and being in a relationship, if she thought of herself that way, even now that she's back home, she wouldn't have gotten them done right away. She would have been like, what's the point? I'm going to see my girlfriend soon. Let's talk about some Easter eggs in Amber's videos. Things are not overtly obvious, but things that I find interesting. Number one, while she was in Wisconsin, and even to this day, she has not mentioned the gifts that she got for Tommy. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm sure that she's going to get gifts for Tommy. The issue is, why hasn't she mentioned them? This is suspicious, mainly because it is a sign of things to come in the future. I'm sure she got the gifts. I want to be clear. It's just that, why aren't you talking about the gifts you got for Tommy? I'm sure once this, goes up, she'll talk about all the gifts she got for Tommy. I just think that Amberlynn, you know, I will say this, people don't want to give her credit for understanding each situation. I think she always knows what's going on. I think the problem is she doesn't want to give in to reality and end a relationship that's clearly going nowhere. That is just my opinion. It's not a fact. I think that when this relationship eventually ends, she's going to possibly admit that, yes, her audience was right. Okay, so she has gotten an abundance of gifts for her mother, her mother's boyfriend. We don't see any gifts for Tommy. I understand that she's going to start showing them as we talk about this topic, as always, because Amberlynn doesn't watch reaction channels and doesn't read forums. Of course not. She actually has never heard of anything anyone has said about her. She's just an innocent, popular girl in school. I think before Amberlynn runs on the internet and says, oh, my gifts with Tommy were private. They were private things. Of course I would get her gifts. It's the thought that didn't count here. What am I talking about? Somebody like Amber, who always boasts and brags about all the gifts she gives someone else and vice versa, she would have done it by now, even if she already gave Tommy early Christmas presents. The fact that she's not blasting it on the internet, she will probably after we're talking about this, but it's, as always, as you'll see later, the intention that counts. Things are wearing off for her. She's happy in Oklahoma. She's in full control of whatever she does. She doesn't have to have chores that someone is telling her to do. That's super, super, super important, where it was very obvious to me that she had responsibilities in Wisconsin, in my opinion, that she clearly did not have in Oklahoma. For example, it was her responsibility at like 5:30, 6:30 in the morning to let the animals out and take them to do their business. Meanwhile, she's not doing that at 5:30 and 6:30. In my opinion, it's obvious with Twinkie. The point is, she's her own boss here, and she's not showing any gifts that she got for Tommy, her supposed love of her life. We all need a soft, gentle love. Probably not what's best for you. And what has been happening is she's been, laying it on really thick with the eating in the videos. And I don't judge her eating. I don't talk about her eating. But it's obvious that you are eating for your girlfriend. My opinion on this is that her relationship is slowly unraveling. That's why she left. I don't care what she says. She left Wisconsin. She would have always stayed with whatever girl, whoever she was dating, and she would have wanted to get married and she would have wanted to live with them because she always comes and stays permanently. But the idea is that She knows that the relationship is unraveling, in my opinion, slowly unraveling. So she wants to do these videos to make the person happy in the relationship. Okay, I want to talk about something that I consider way more important than this. Okay, you know how when she was at Tommy's house in Wisconsin, she was posting 3 to 4 to 5 minute videos, and she did do that when she first arrived back home. But recently, it's been 8 to 10 minute videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a YouTuber can make the most amount of money after their video hits 8 minutes. When you make a video that is less than 8 minutes, you are making the lowest amount of money that you possibly can on that video. So here's my question. Why were her videos for the Vlogmas so short while she was, you know, at Tommy's? December's the most important month for all YouTubers. Why is it that as she's relaxing, and in December you make double the money, remember that. So she was not making double the money. She was making the lowest amount of money while she was, living in Tommy's house, and even when she first came back. Now, listen closely, but not for very much longer. I think as she starts to unwind and relax in her house, and she's visibly quite happy and visibly way more relaxed and just feeling way better, her content is, I would say, peppier, it's peppy, it's happier, it's a complete different story. It's totally different than when she was in Wisconsin. What's my point? Her videos are starting to get longer, and she's even starting to stretch the 8 or 10 minute mark, especially when she can't get to the 8 minutes. She'll just repeat what she said in the beginning of the video. She's resulting to her old tricks where, she's just trying to get the video to 8 minutes to make the most amount of money. Why? Why is she doing this? Because as she's relaxing and she's getting back into her routine, aka getting happier because she's at home now without what was bothering her in Wisconsin, she's realizing, oh wow, it's December. I need to make the most amount of money, so I will make my videos longer. Here's the thing. When you are in a toxic, bad situation, I'm not talking about her relationship. I'm just saying in any toxic and bad situation. If you have to work or you have to output like whatever stuff you got to put out, what happens is you sometimes just throw whatever that's out there. She was just throwing whatever sticks to the wall. I'm not saying she's not doing that anymore, but I'm saying that it's almost as if she didn't have her priorities straight. Ambi, when was the last time you accused somebody else of not having their priorities straight? Bottom line, my opinion, her videos are longer and she's relaxed and making more money as usual because now there's no one in her life on a daily basis that is bothering her. I think you stopping making money, you losing your cat, you literally not getting her gifts, you already, by the way, trashing her over the ornaments, Amberlynn likes to say ornaments, over the ornaments that she likes to buy. This is clear early signs that something is wrong. And if you need the biggest sign of all, she's obviously happier in Oklahoma. I want to talk to all of you about something that I consider important. I got a comment in my comment section with a person. They were very gracious, so this is nothing against them. They were very kind in the way they expressed themselves, so I don't really have any issues with that. They disagreed with me. I welcome disagreement. This is just one of these important things, and I responded to them personally in my comment section, but this is one of these important things that I want to talk about on video. What the person had been saying to me is that they disagreed with my take on the Rarity situation where Amberlynn is already involved in a second cat disappearance and supposedly left the door open for 20 minutes. Had no idea she did that. Rarity ran away. Either she's adopted or she's no longer with us, okay? Either somebody adopted Rarity, her cat, or she's no longer with us. But what the person was saying is they disagreed with my opinion on it, and they felt that Amberlynn did not have negative, bad intentions towards her cat, Rarity. Okay. What I said to this person is that 100% this is not something I agree with, and it's nothing against us disagreeing because disagreement will always happen. And, listen, I'm very thankful that people watch my videos, whether they disagree with what I say, whether they like what I say, they don't like what I say, I don't care. I'm very thankful for my audience. This is just one of these things that I will not back down on because I can feel what's happening here. And I'm going to explain my point where you don't just have to take my feelings for it, okay? So, the person was saying to me that Amberlynn did not have negative intentions towards Rarity, her cat. And here is why I believe that she did. And I'm not going to back down on this. I don't know if any of you are familiar with family court. I don't know if any of you are familiar with when two people get divorced or two people are fighting for the custody of the child. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Just give me a minute. Basically, it's usually, at least in the United States of America, not all the time, all right? So you don't need to leave me a comment about it. Not all the time. I understand. But most of the time, it is in the best interest of the child. What is in the best interest of the child? And, the two parties involved or multiple parties involved, parents, they can squabble, they can fight, they can argue, but ultimately it is what is in the best interest of the child, because that is what matters. Why am I bringing that up? Because Amberlynn Reid, never not once, she did not have any positive intentions towards that cat. My opinion is that she never put the best interest of her animals ever, ever, ever first. She took those animals to the trip to her girlfriend's house across the country to Wisconsin because she put her desires and her interest first. This is 100% her fault for losing that cat. And this is the second cat that she's involved with the disappearance. Number one was Gracie. She didn't put those animals and what was best for them first. She put her own interest and her own desires first. This is why I gave the example of family court. Cats are living beings, and you should always, in my opinion, do what's in the best interest of your animals. This is why you see a lot of really heart-wrenching, awful stories when an animal is unfortunately, when a cat or a puppy or a dog, unfortunately has reached the end of their life. And sometimes people make the heart-wrenching, like awful decision for them because it hurts them so much. But it's in the best interest of the animal, when they have to let go, right? Okay, you see those stories all the time. Because human beings should be putting the interest of their animals first before them. What do I mean by that in this situation? And this goes very much so into Amberlynn Reid having negative intentions, bad intentions for her cat. So this is the reality. What was in the best interest of Twinkie, her dog, Rarity, her cat, and Wasabi, her cat, is for Amberlynn to leave those animals, her pets, with her mom while she went to visit her girlfriend. Since she said that it was just, a few months stay, she knew she was gonna be back. Yeah, because everybody wanted you there so much. She could have just picked her pets up in a few months. Now, I understand that she was going to miss them. Please, I don't believe that, but I know that's what she's going to say, and that's what some people are going to say, so I don't really care about that. The best interest of the animals, elderly animals, was not to be dragged across the country to another woman that she barely knows, like she's been doing for years. That was not in the best interest of those animals. It was in the best interest of the animals to stay with her mom. Or, Amberlynn, you keep saying you have so many friends. You could have just left them with your friends. But, let's just come back to earth now. Basically, she could have just left them with her mother. This is why Amberlynn had negative and bad intentions from the start, because she only cared about herself and what she wanted. She demanded to take her pets with her, but that was never going to be in their best interest. And I believe, my opinion is, I suspect she knew that. Now, another really important part here that I obviously wasn't going to write out a whole soliloquy, Hamlet, paragraph to the person that commented to me, that's why I wanted to say it in video, is this is really important what I'm going to say, okay? Amberlynn's audience had been saying to her for a while, do not take your pets. You shouldn't take your pets with you. Please leave them with your mom or, designated caretaker. And Amberlynn loves to go against what her audience says because she believes that they have, not her best interest at heart. I really don't care about that because you never had the animal's best interest at heart ever. You were selfish in the situation and you wanted to be around your animals. Okay, but let me put this in perspective for everybody. If she just left the animals with her mom, Rarity would be alive right now. Rarity would not be fighting the elements. Look, I'm just going to be real with you, and I've already said this once. I don't like to talk about it, but since we're on this topic, the chances of that cat still being with us are slim. That's my opinion. There's obviously a chance you could keep hope alive, but you facilitated the ending of that cat's existence. In my opinion, like you did the same thing with Gracie. Those are just my opinions. They're not facts. I want to make this very clear. They're not facts. This is just what I believe based on public information that Amberlynn Reid, public figure, put out. I think that one of the biggest reasons that she didn't want to leave the animals with her mother was because her audience was telling her to do that. And that is super important. Trust me. I usually don't go around saying, hey, this is very important what I'm about to say, because who cares what I have to say? That is a vital part of this argument. Vital part. Because she always does the opposite of what her audience says. Then when it's too late, she says, yeah, you were right. So to answer this question once and for all, from my perspective, I understand people will disagree, but I think most people here agree that Amberlynn Reid did not have positive intentions for her cat. Do I think that she meant, and I want to be fair here, do I think that she meant for her cat to get lost or lose her life? Absolutely not. No, but she was negligent because she put her intentions and her feelings first. And that right there, not putting the best interest of her animals first, is why Amberlynn Reid, in my opinion, had negative, bad intentions from the start for her animals and this trip. She wanted to do what was in her best interest instead of what was doing in the cat's and the dog's best interest. And this is why you're missing a cat. That's about it for today's video. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Please leave your thoughts and comments and the dislikes down below. Did you like this video? Did you not like this video? If you didn't like this video or you did enjoy it, here's a video that's popping up on a similar topic. You may enjoy that one. You may not enjoy that one. Go and watch it. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.